forever. Together.
Has concluded the decibel-crushing European portion, and the road to WrestleMania now returns to Sweet Home Chicago. Chicago plays a critical role in getting us ready for the next meal. This city has hosted 3 WrestleManias, and now should be up. Our final destination is that. Another crescendo. We're just 15 days away from what will be massive Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. The anticipation is reaching a near spectacle there. WrestleMania 41 is coming quickly. What will happen here? Look at this scene. A sold out. The question is, what twists and turns will Allstate Arena, consistently one of the best crowds for the rivalry among powerhouse big men, will decide so much. WWE, a venue where so much history has been made, and tonight it's where Braun Strowman is here in Chicago tonight. The U.S. Championship, but that was once again interrupted. A week ago, Strowman was battling by the Samoan Werewolf. And now Jacob Fatu returns. Told Solo, he'll take care of his business with or without them. The business with Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga by his side. Jason's tonight, #1 contender. Last man standing gets LA Knight. He's here in Chicago. Title match at WrestleMania on the line. The winner himself, ready to get after it, taking on Tama Tonga. We also have another championship opportunity. It's the tag team in this sold-out arena in Chicago. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, they've come to the Motor City Machine Guns are not backing down. Chi-Town, DIY looking for a way to get gold back. These two teams put on a thriller to earn #1 contender status. Last time out at Royal Rumble. Now they meet again. This time, B-Fab has made her way to Chicago. B-Fab is playing for B-Fab to settle a score. But proceed with reasons to seek revenge tonight. It's a huge moment of caution. That's the new warning from Naomi. There's nothing nice happening in her sphere of action now. Everyone, she's told the world she was too nice for too long. Deals with another sneak attack. Naomi heads to the ring to this outrageous scene here in Chicago. Good evening, as we are thrilled that you are with us. Everybody, Joe Tessitore, as always, with my partner, Wade.
It's a red-hot crowd right here in Chicago.
These fans, they never disappoint.
Always, historically speaking, some of WWE's most building. I've got a funny feeling, Joe, we might get another one later on. Shocking moments have taken place right here in this.
Like for that, my man. These fans found out just a week ago, inventing WrestleMania. Folks, it is said, Seth Rollins, that the Second City hometown hero is going to be Roman Reigns, and Chicago's own CM Punk.
The OTC came here for 2 reasons. 1, to be, and 2 was to sign this contract. Be acknowledged. It looks like we checked those boxes.
Roman, I don't know why you're in such a hurry.
That means my
Leave, man. This is our building. We got a lot of stairs right here. Ready to burn down. A lot of history here. We came down those from the old guard. We were ready to remake. Don't get me wrong, a lot has happened. This company in our image. Been in the past 12 years, but I dare say our mission.
You keep saying we.
Hey, we accomplished.
We died a long time. You've been here, but I've done all the work. It's only been me. I've made this place what it is today.
You, it's that mindset.
What have you done?
I'll tell you what I've done that keeps me having to screw you. Understanding the danger that's right in front of us. You let the... And your biggest mistake is not the biggest snake in the world, CM Punk, into the games. But instead you shook his hand. You could have cut his head off at Morgan. And now I am left up your mess again. Do what I always do. Clean a contract.
Well, you need a highlighter? What are you doing?
I have come here to sign.
Wise man, please, just smarten him up already.
You're closing the show at WrestleMania. I know what you're looking for, and it's in there. Mania. You get to live. Punk, you, your dream of all dreams. See, are a WrestleMania mania.
One man's dream is another man's favorite check.
Eventer.
See what I'm saying?
No! White Ghost Mania is sacred. He doesn't deserve it. And the tears out of your eyes, you don't deserve it. Main eventing WrestleMania. This is your fault, and this is your fault. Thank you. WWE Universe, who stood by me and thank you, as corny as it sounds, to the chanted my name for 10
No. There's only one person you should be
long years. Thank you.
No, nigga, you should be thanking your tribal chief because of me.
Thank you, my tribal chief.
You're in the main event. Go ahead now. Do it right.
Because of you, I will see you Mania. Thank you. You in the main event of WrestleMania. But that's not the favor that I'm owed.
He's home. CM Punk reaction, seldom heard, seldom seen in Chicago. It creates, of course, this is where he returned to WWE. Series War Games was seemingly going off the air 16 months and a week since that Chicago run. Survivors and Punk arrived.
We are the only people still sitting down. You know, we're the odd men out in this arena tonight, Joe. And that's just because I don't want to block the entirety of the through CM Punk. Chicago made front row, but wow, these people live vicariously. Chicago born, Chicago bred, and this
gets off. But I did before CM Punk was introduced.
Is their hero.
Wade, I rarely take these headsets just to experience it the way over 16 race the Second City Saint 1000 did. To hear that roar, that returns home as a WrestleMania main. Listen to this. In event.
Always anticipation, especially in this arena when CM Punk hits the stage. Even this week on SmackDown, the whole world will also, after how we went off air, wants to know what is the nature of this favor. Reigns' wise man, Paul Heyman. Well, we might owe to CM Punk by Roman Reigns about to get the answer.
Don't know where to begin, but they told me audiences were overseas, but I knew. They told me that the best television, we were coming to Chicago. Rico, give me this. Slack I got. They told me the best. We're overseas. Where are you at, Chicago? London? Overseas audiences.
It's Punk Camp.
Work is.
Rico's out of a job.
Look how awful this camera.
Our director Lee's cringing right now, but that was great stuff.
These cameras are worth about $10,000.
Why we don't listen to them. We don't listen to our...
Be careful in there.
You see, Chicago, that's outside voices. A little fact here. I'm not supposed to be here. Stop me if you heard it. I was born at South Blue. They had to bring me back to life. Silver Cross Hospital with a cord around my neck. I'm not supposed to be here. Every time I come out on television, no matter where it is, every city, all across the world, Netflix, new fans every single time. But tonight, USA, doesn't matter. My goal is to make, ladies and gentlemen out in TV land, please forgive to thank 16,000 of me while I take the time not to make new fans, but of my friends and family. When they tell you you're not supposed to be here, you say, well, who's gonna make me leave? Every single time I lace my boots up, hell, every single time I leave, and that's exactly what I have done. I go to the grocery store, and they tell me, you're not supposed to, and then I leave, and ladies and gentlemen, nothing supposed to be here. I buy my groceries, I pay the man, has changed just because, and I don't know if you've WrestleMania heard this, but I'm in the main event. I deserve it? Ladies and I started, gentlemen, I earned it. In the backyards of Chicago, and they said, you're not supposed to be here. Central, and they said, you're not supposed to be here. I trained at the Steel Domain at Irving and signed a contract here. They said, you're not supposed to be here. Right over there on John Cena's gangster car. I paraded out dressed like Al Capone at WrestleMania. And they said here. And to me, that's when the hard work began. That's as good as it gets for you, kid. You're not supposed to be here. So I appreciate everybody congratulating me. And good luck, CM Punk. Congratulations, you made it. As I walked through the airport, coming home to O'Hare, they said, and I'm here to let you know that now I am a product. Hard work begins of this town. I have to thank each, thanking you if I don't thank my beautiful wife, April 1st. Each and every single one of you, and please forgive me while I'm but I know somebody who's not going to be mad at me if you chant his name. She's probably going to be a little bit mad at me for that. Is my puppy Larry. There's way too many exactly right where I need to be. People to thank, people that got me. I figure coming out on here on television, I wouldn't be who I am without this city. I wouldn't. Thanking each and every single one of you was a good start. Be where I am without this city. And now, the bottom of my heart, thank you. Work begins. Because I gotta promise you, I am gonna whip date at WrestleMania, and Seth Rollins' ass. I am going to put a beatings at the main event on the tribal chief Roman Reigns of WrestleMania.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got in, gentlemen. My name is Chicago. I apologize for being second city, and I assure you, it was no disrespect to the absolutely positively assure you, it was no disrespect in the world, the second city saint. Respect to my best friend, the best in the world. See. May I?
Good Lord. I was just getting to thank you. Yeah, come on in. You can't escape. You can't. EC Dub. EC Dub.
I thank you, but tonight you can do for your wise man. Ask not Chicago what your wise man came that you took was so severe. You were contemplating and do the beat never coming back. And then I bet it's 4-on-5 at War Games. I pleaded with you. I said, and my tribal chief is in trouble, and I don't have enough. Please do me this other way out, and I have no one else in the world to turn to. This favor, this one, just do this. Please, I'll do it for you. And you saved the fairies, and you said to me, yes. You saved the match. You saved in the world, and for that, I thank you, Bloodline. You deserve all the credit. And I have, if you'll indulge, a favor to ask of you. Indulge me one more.
You have a favor? We're stockpiling favors, ladies and gentlemen. Another favor. What can I do for you?
Right now? Please tell me the favor that I owe you right. Because Roman is, and you don't know what happens when the Tribal Reigns is going to be here, and he's pissed off about it enough as an April Chief. Have you ever heard of his father, Sika? Do you know what happened?
Did you say he's not here?
And when these Samoans get angry, he's in training camp for WrestleMania, and yet he
as he should be. And listen, as much as I think the favor him a little bit, I would like to tell her it's none of his business. I do think it's going to affect him to his face when I tell you. So why don't you, when Big Chief decides to show up, you let me and all my friends know.
A little bit of pressure on him, the favor to his face. Mr. Heyman right now to deliver Roman Reigns so that Punk can...
We going all in on the road to WrestleMania with WWE World Superstars and Legends. Visit in Las Vegas, oops. Meet your favorite WWE.
Forever now. Together.
The European port.
What do you want to talk about? And I will be facing at WrestleMania 41 John Cena. I will be facing John Cena. Break the record and win 17, but that, as he goes to is WrestleMania 41. I will be standing face to face with, in just a few nights, John Cena in this very same city, in this very same arena.
Right now, he's got a different visitor. Randy Orton, fresh off his own. The Viper WrestleMania plans being announced. Now out.
These two men dating all the way back to 2000.
To see Cody.
So much history between 2008 and their time together in Lake Cordial. Between Legacy, I believe things are incredibly the Orton and Cody Rhodes these days, but you never can quite trust the Viper. Let's see what he has in store.
Now those voices that Randy hears, he has Kevin Owens attack and his return. What we saw was acknowledged lately that he hears them again after the week ago in Bologna when Kevin Owens approached Randy Orton at this very moment.
So but for you, London, not really the sentimental type. Then, you know what? Screw it. Look at who you are now, the man you are now. Look at where he came from. I remember a Cody Rhodes. Business. I remember you busting your ass. I remember a Cody Rhodes in his early 20s just breaking into just as hard, but usually harder than anybody else. Now, you weren't exactly happy. That's right. You weren't exactly happy, but you were man enough, you were smart enough, you knew in fact, you were frustrated, needed to grow, and you couldn't grow in a WWE locker room, so you left, man. You weren't exactly treated fairly in a WWE. That took some big-ass balls to leave this company and do what you did. You changed the business single-handedly. Know that I appreciate you for it. But you came back, and all the boys in the back know it, all the girls in the back know it, and you back. We all knew one day you'd come back. In the industry, you stepped foot back in the WWE. Industry has been changed forever, ever since the day. Respect it first, and then I realized you're the same guy. You know, I didn't really know what to expect. You're the same guy. You just did what you set out to do. You grew. I'd sing along with you, but you might leave. Man faced Seth Rollins in Hell in a cell. Impressive, impossible. You started that match with a fully torn pec. Your body turned all sorts of partially torn pec. You finished that match. It's a shades the color purple that I have never seen on a human body. Not just for you. Actually, it was probably least for you. The pain you must have been in. But you persevered, least even for your family and your father, who was most in that match with a torn pec. This, for all of these people that you stuck it out and you won. And you went on to WrestleMania. You beat Roman Reigns in the. But there's all main event, and you finished your story. Always another story, isn't there? And you're in charge of your legacy. And it is a privilege to stab right in the middle of another one, because sit back and watch you take control of it. All around the world, globally, listen to these people. It is most ticket sales have been up, the business, there's more intrigue. Obviously, 99.9% because of you. You, Cody. I guess what I'm trying to say, man, it's just a long-winded version of I respect you, I love you, dude.
Love you, and most of all, man, I am very, very proud. But it is time for WrestleMania. But now it's time for WrestleMania, and I can guarantee you that I am going to kick Kevin Owens so hard in the head. I can just feel it already. I forget how much Kevin Owens had from his shoulders. Any days there are to WrestleMania, but I can't wait to remove. And I know that you're going to enter WrestleMania chant holy hell out of John Cena all up and down the Vegas Strip. You're going to walk out of WrestleMania champ, but not before you beat the... All the smoke clears and the dust settles. But after all, Cody, just like John Cena's going after number 17, there's going to come a time when I'm going to want to go after number 15. I'm going to kick you in the balls like some coward. But I'm not going to... I'm going to look you directly in your eye because I respect you, if not far surpassing anything I've ever done in this. Actually, I love you and I am proud of you and I consider you an equal business. I'm going to look you in your eye and I'm going to tell you that I'm coming for this.
Isn't this wonderful? A couple of Nepo babies, couple of ring. It makes me absolutely sick. Nepo babies having a love fest in the middle of the... Cena at WrestleMania, you're coming for that title. Would you just say, Randy, if Cody gets through Cena, what exactly have you... Aside be Randy Orton, the only big move you've done since your big comeback to justify that title, man. I can remember you being on the shelf for months and months. More people talk about my 5-minute 46 months. People like to make jokes about it, but second world title reign than your entire comeback so far. So get to the back of the line, sunshine. As for you, Cody, you attacked me. Everyone should have listened to me, but you shunned me. Everybody should have listened to me about John Cena. You right in the twig and berries, proving me right. But they didn't, and the next night, he kicked you as usual. And the main event of WrestleMania, the UK's only ever world champion, Drew McIntyre, should be Cody Rhodes against but it's Nemo Undertaker, Damian Priest. Not because of that guy liner wearing. So let's talk about what happened. Let's talk about what's gonna happen. It's not Cody if he gets through Cena. It's going to be Drew McIntyre. It's going to be you, Randy, that takes that title from McIntyre.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Drew, come on, man. We were trying to have a moment. Will you just cut to be...
Okay, Randy.
I cut to it. The truth is, KO might actually have a point. I'll tell the truth because all I do is ever tell the truth. Maybe those voices are talking to you once again and they know. I'm thinking, my God, Randy looks great. They know me very, very well and they probably know what I'm thinking right now. On the outside. Absolutely jacked. On the ends, hanging by a thread. And if you side, I know that back. If you provoke me, I'll bring. I got a cup.
Oh!
Take it. And as for you, Cody.
Talked a little too much, smacked him, McIntyre.
Oh, let's go! Able to slide out and get away from for the RKO! And Drew McIntyre, that RKO attempt by Randy Orton.
Escaping by the skin of his teeth.
Always expect the unexpected. We're here in London and the champs are here too. 2 weeks, Randy and McIntyre.
Cody, the time is right on titles, man.
Into their fresh title reign, the Street Profits take on up in turns to this. 15 days ago, Wade in Barcelona, it was the new title reign getting down to business. And what a moment for the UK with the World Championship match. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, a homecoming in the
426 pounds. Introducing the challenger with a combined weight, Elton Prince, Kit Wilson, Pretty Deadly.
A lot of karaoke already tonight. It really does feel. I'll tell you something, Joe. We've had it like Eurovision. Now the Yes Boy tag gold for the first time. Movement has landed here on SmackDown, looking to claim. You a Eurovision fan, Joe?
I am a fan of this London crowd tonight. What an no, I am not, Wade. But I'll tell you this, I am a fan. Incredible roar since they've been. And even the reaction to the UK's Drew McIntyre and entered the O2 that we heard, of course, for Cody, and now welcoming home Pretty Deadly.
Audience to see their boys victorious tonight. What a moment it would be for this UK place is going to come absolutely unglued by the Street Profits.
Wait, let's size up Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly captured the gold in this first offense
Recently, because they have earned every inch of this team division. Won that triple threat #1 contenders match. That opportunity. They have navigated some choppy waters of this tag. Garza and Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah, they had division.
Well, good teamwork there.
And when you finally to earn the opportunity the hard way, it has been a messy. Carved out an opportunity like this for yourself. You have to make it.
Here comes Tez. They take
count, especially right here in your hometown.
Care of him as well. Kit Wilson, and you can see the good, strong start in our championship match for Pretty Deadly back on home turf. For the Street Profits, they won the titles 2 weeks ago, defeating first title defense DIY. Pretty Deadly, the #1 contenders. MCMG that we mentioned, having that March 7th win over Los Garza. And
it's been such an arduous journey to get this opportunity. The opportunity several weeks ago against the then champs DIY, but that Pretty Deadly lads did actually have a championship opportunity. Was completely ruined by an attack from double dose of vengeance for them tonight if they the Street Profits, their opponents tonight. So it could be a beat the Profits and grab gold.
Weight coming behind him, driving his shoulder, and now Dawkins. All them putting together the combinations up top That floors Kit Wilson.
A dichotomy between the
Wilson.
Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins, the big heavyweight Ford. Such great chemistry between Thumper and then the flashy Montez. This duo, which explains exactly why they are at the top of the ladder in the SmackDown tag ranks.
Now two-time tag team champions. The Street their title runs. Profits. 4+ year gap between. Oh, big kick. Now the mocking from Montez Ford. After Wilson went for the roll-up.
Going south for Pretty Deadly after such a nice start. Now this is all physicality of the Street Profits completely since they returned from that injury layoff. They have taken over, and this has been the story of the Street Profits. Come back bigger, stronger, and more physical than anyone else. But there was some nice movement there from Kit Wilson to try and get out of it. Finally, a tag to a fresh Elton Prince, who has been desperate to get a piece of the action. Be more than physical himself. Elton Prince digging deep into that playbook, showing he can.
Just a great crowd here at the O2 Arena in London for Friday Night SmackDown. 22 days activities that'll be taking place in Vegas, including the away from WrestleMania 41 and all the Hall of Fame that's shaping up to be an incredible event. That is what is on the line right in front of us here. The W on Friday night. Tickets are on sale for that. That'll be at the Fountain. WWE Tag Team Championship match as the Street Profits London and take on Pretty Deadly. But Angelo Dawkins, that's a very tough first defense against Pretty Deadly to come here to take control here.
Yeah, this red hot atmosphere in England tonight, but it's starting to go downhill. Scrambling expects their men to do their duty and win gold. However, is Kit Wilson just as the.
And here comes Kit Wilson.
The Profits look to put this one to bed. I'd say fresher Elton Prince in there.
And right into the cover to try to claim gold.
A man who trained about 10 miles from here.
Oh, the catapult. And able to get that right shoulder up.
And now it's Pretty Deadly, perhaps start to run out of ideas, hit some of their biggest offense, the tank of Angelo Dawkins.
As Dawkins
wasn't enough, and there's too much left in the
back to his feet. Buster.
Well, this is exactly how they've been on a hot streak.
As Dawkins looking to get to Tez, and he does.
Here in Europe.
This is exactly how they won the champion. Oh, but he's compromised, but able to kick out. And chips. Montez Ford.
Well, genius move from Kit Wilson, pushing his partner close to victory. But now it was a blind tag there, out of the way of the offense, taking the bullet for himself. Coming, I don't think Elton Prince is aware.
Angelo Dawkins, the legal man. And Kit Wilson at the very last man. Hooks the leg to retain. Moment.
Well, that's 2 occasions now. Kit Wilson has set Deadly now clinging on. Made this match for his team. Pretty Deadly, all 4 men battered and bruised.
Team championship match from here in London. WWE tagged as Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, Kit Wilson, corner. Each man looking to rally. Oh, we got and Elton Prince extending themselves Each man in complete chaos as Pretty Deadly takes control. Pretty Deadly now and finds a momentum surge to try to become new champ.
Spilt milk. Elton Prince knew that victory was.
Oh, and Test Ford saves it.
Well, connecting with that was there for the taking, but unfortunately for Ford was simply too quick. But that will slow anyone down. PD and this audience. Montez found. It's 2-on-1 now, Joe.
And now, this time, it doesn't work out the same way. Advantage for Pretty Deadly. But as the powerhouse Dawkins.
Just too big and too jaw of Elton Prince. He's down. Too strong, too much left in the tank. Right hand to this
time, they're setting it up. Here comes Doomsday Blockbuster. Ford. First title defense.
Here are your winners. And
yes.
WWE Tag Team
What was that?
Champions, the Street.
Hell of an effort from Pretty Deadly right here in Europe. Continues with their first gift, but this hot streak that the Street Profits have been on fence of tag gold. They are looking red hot.
Red hot. I have not signed off on that at all.
Half of all of the announcers in WWE.
That is
we are
not
all Her Majesty Chelsea Green.
Majesty. What do you mean nasty little? Well, the former tag team champ.
That nasty little something, Joe Tesh. She must have heard you smack talk.
Starting off the action.
Well, Alba Fire is the most recent King card.
Well, her secret Herbis, Alba Fire.
Addition to Chelsea Green's cabinet, and what an addition here in WWE. As it is a former tag team champ. Indeed, are the team of Carter and Chance.
Championship match. LA Knight and Braun Strowman. I want to remind you, still to come your way. It is the United States champion Strowman coming up next from right here in London.
It's the landing there for Caden Carter now. All gold on the line. It's Katana Chance isolated in there and Herbis.
You see Katana Chance on the outside. Oh, the teamwork!
Desperately trying to evade the attacks of the secret.
Excellent spot. Here comes Piper Niven. Stuff early on from Chance and Carter. Wow!
Joe Tesh.
I am not the biggest hater.
To be impressed with that on planet Earth kind of offense from Piper Niven.
I am very impressed. This is Michael Cole, and as are most who work this announcement, I'm also often very annoyed by Chelsea Green as she's constantly hovering, constantly barking.
See, follow the lead of
Giannis.
Piper Niven. Just salute. Hand to
from right here in the UK.
Head, Joe Tess.
Piper Niven from Scotland.
Headed up by a fellow member of the Commonwealth, as indeed is Alba Fire, true UK team. Canada's Chelsea Green. We view you at the Chelsea. They are telling you they love you. We love you in this country. Same level as our royal family, Chelsea.
Wait.
See, that's how you get in Chelsea's good books, yeah?
Honestly, I'm not looking to do that right now. It happened recently as Alba Fire made her. Alba Fire, of course, ended up in her good graces with what shocking return to help Chelsea.
Just a smart and savvy attack, this team already.
Now look at what Piper's doing in the corner there.
Firing on all cylinders. They've got great chemistry. 10 years they've competed against each other. And I'll tell you right now, Alba Fire and Piper Niven have known each other over many times across every continent. Teaming, looking to perhaps make a run for tag gold in the women's division. They've earned each other's respect. And now they're division.
Their first time working as a tag team under these. Fire and Niven circumstances.
Of Chelsea Green. Looking to add some more gold to the cabinet.
Team Caden Carter looks to take control against the team now known as Action from London. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you. The Secret Hervis, the security detail, as they pledge their loyalty to the U.S. champion Chelsea Green. Of Alba Fire and Piper Niven.
Take their roles very seriously, but right now they're being out.
Cater comes in with that big boot.
Maneuvered by Caden Carter.
Oh, swipes at Green.
Chelsea Green being a chance at ringside. That
hook of the leg! And just
a major distraction and annoyance to Carter.
2 count there as Alba Fire was able to kick out.
Body. Get out of this predicament, and there you go. Alba Fire racked in agony right now, desperate to try and unaware of the tag apparently.
Looking for the senton, but getting out of the way and landing.
Apparently is Caden Carter.
Oh, look! On Alba Fire.
Well, that chemistry we spoke acrobats.
Looking at teamwork.
Spoke of earlier needs a little work, but keep your eye on these two.
But instead finding the power of Piper Niven. And now
Chance perennial underdogs due to their lack of size.
It's Katana Chance having to deal with that.
Carter's got make up for it with their heart and their movement. Carter pull that off.
And now,
oh no!
Wow!
How the hell did Caden
Carter, the keg stand in play, and Alba Fire at the very way for the win. Lateral press. Last moment coming in for the save.
Perfect top trash. Carter and Chance perhaps in there from Alba Fire, and it had to be, but now clearing out that's ready to go for the kill.
Wow!
And Piper, like a demolition derby on the outside. Niven all alone in the ring.
And for Carter, Denver on NXT, and they are coming out to Chance. This is their first televised match since to prove themselves. Now Chelsea Green's distracting the referee, and that takes the offensive move on the apron. Chelsea Green is up on the apron this way from Carter and Chance. And instead, it's a Piper driver.
To turn your back on Piper Niven.
And a win.
Your winners, Piper Niven, Alba. Here on the fire, the Secret Hervis.
Secret Hervis tag team. A win engine. Well, what a debut matchup for this. Steered by Chelsea Green.
Come on.
Champ.
Well, and this is what they're...
And this is what you get when you talk smack.
About to get a fired up and focused Zelina
Game against the Secret Hervis last week, coming back for a little vengeance.
Vega.
Zelina Vega, who is a victim of the numbers game, to save her buddies Carter and Chance.
Oh, Vega! Earlier today, they're poking fun at her. Tensions were rising up. Oh, you saw what happened. And now Chelsea Green beats down a series of right hands on Zelina Vega. Into the fray, and the U.S. champion just looking for a prettier. But instead, Vega breaks
the fact that she wants United States gold.
Free.
Vega has made no secret of that. She's willing to battle anyone to get it.
Courageous, but she's outnumbered. She's brave. She's Secret Hervis. And that is the from one U.S. champion. LA champion to the other. Night. This is going to be a heck.
It is pretty hot in here. I could do it.
Yeah, that is what is on the line. The United States champion has been champion now for 3 weeks. Championship, and for LA Knight, of course, 2 times the U.S. This, the first title defense of his career, said that LA Knight made a critical error a week. Current reign. Now, you made an interesting statement, Wade, that he should have recognized the situation, being down, but he did the right thing. Of what was happening to Braun Strowman when he was in the locker room, he did the right thing, didn't he?
Morally, the right thing, especially if you want a long championship. Right thing is not necessarily the same as the right thing. The right thing to do, in my opinion, would be Tonga to tear a strip out of this monster and to allow Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Tam make your task that much easier tonight.
That's not who LA is.
It's time, if he loses the gold, to the massive Braun.
It is.
Well, he may regret that in a few minutes. Strowman, who sees winning this championship as his... And these two have path to WrestleMania 41. Of course, have been tag partners on occasion in recent attacks and beatdowns from Solo Sikoa excellent weeks, because they've both been on the receiving end. But that alliance clearly put to one side. The top. It's a terrifying sight this evening.
385 pounds coming your way, and now it's going over. As he takes control against... Here comes LA Knight!
That's what I'm talking about!
Braun! Oh, but what a boot by Braun here in London. Strowman trying to win the U.S. Championship. LA Knight thought he had taken control. All it takes, and just when it takes, is one moment from Braun Strowman with him in the form of that big boot. His size and his power, and it came.
Tell you what, Joe Tess, I've noticed you are really fast at... However, when it's Braun Strowman, you move even faster. And moving out of the way when competitors are flying at the table. Can't blame you.
Well, you may as well get out of the arena when it's Braun Strowman.
Even Louis Capaldi moved on that one.
Nobody's surviving that. I think everybody in the first few rows did.
Strowman was just a little too slow on the punch there.
Smart by LA Knight.
Allowed LA Knight all the time in the world to escape and look. Some offense of his own. Strowman against any competitor to completely... Just so easy for Braun to destroy their momentum with one shot. Too strong, and now perhaps the mistake from last week is too big, too trying to settle in the mind of LA Knight, who surely...
Wade, the torque, the power.
At this point, has some regrets.
And then the impact of being sent into that corner.
Braun Strowman launches an opponent's body into it, and make no mistake, see how much the ring shifts.
Yes.
When Braun... LA Knight is a massive human being, but he is...
Side.
I don't like it when he's near Hellcat.
Oh, he slams him right into the...
Just dwarfed by Braun Strowman.
Now back out on the outside. Barrier. Big Braun. Big headbutt from... United States Championship match as Braun Strowman is in control against LA Knight. His first rally here, but lifting up the 385 pounds is a title defense of his second reign for LA Knight as he looks to a different story.
Point of the elbow to the top of the head of the Mega. Off the second rope, finally taking the Megastar, but the Megastar somehow still bouncing back. Nice pulled off his feet and get a little recovery time for the Mega.
It was a long beatdown, much of it on the outside.
Megastar much needed after the beatdown he's received.
out of the ring, put forth by Braun Strowman. But he earned this title shot last week, and Jacob Fatu was deep. LA Knight trying to get the best of Big Braun. Feud in their match. Fatu was irate. What would have been this title opportunity at Solo Sikoa afterwards, and costing him.
Knight doing a nice job of using the monster. Big man, and that had to be incredibly painful. Come against him. Powering up someone with the mass of Braun Strowman.
Dropping it. And this crowd here in London appreciates it. Elbow on Strowman. Into the cover, hooking the...
Yeah, and that is devastating for a competitor when you've dropped some of your head.
Looking to retain, but an easy kick out from Strowman.
Heavy artillery, and they kick out with ease like Braun, that big and powerful. Oh. Strowman just did. It's different rules when you're fighting a competitor.
He just gets tossed.
Attempted
after looking at the BFT. Sent out again onto the floor.
This is one enraged BFT, and immediately back on the offense. Monster right now.
The Strowman Express is... The shirt is off. The intent is obvious. Chugging along. Oh. Flying elbow. Jacob Fatu. Oh, man. Oh. What in the world? Jacob Fatu attack.
Yeah, that blur you saw was indeed the...
Comes in and now is on the...
It's a Samoan werewolf who apparently is...
Across the announce desk.
Still harboring... Oh my God!
Samoan drop! Remember what happened a week ago in all Fatu, and now he's taking it out. And all the anger of the lost opportunity from his chief rival, Braun Strowman.
Well, first that opportunity, Fatu desperate to win gold for his family, lost occasion. A major resentment of Jacob Fatu and lingering in the mind.
Week and brawls and incidents, and now this shot after week. There have been battles that puts an end to what was a U.S. champion.
Well, LA Knight got dropped this collateral damage.
Championship match. Oh, LA Knight is back on his feet, Wade.
A few seconds ago. This guy is just not...
Pop-up Samoan from Fatu.
Built right at all. Oh, my God. Look, Saturday night's main event. The cranium.
Get this.
Strowman has been here before. We remember what happened of the monster was rattled. Internal
hip attack. Have you ever seen his eyes more
bridging? And we're heading back that way.
The running menacing. Then the way they look tonight in London. The brutality of this attack.
When Jacob
Fatu.
Fatu smells blood, there is no stopping him. Or a chainsaw. I don't care if you've got a stun gun, pepper spray. Breaking the laws of physics and biology.
Moonsault. Potential victory, and now another jump off mighty move. Braun Strowman was closing in on moonsault from Fatu.
Braun Strowman is a
He was on a mission to get his title chance.
Physical wreck in the middle of that ring.
He felt it was taken away from him a week ago. And now Jacob Fatu just made everything his business. That Solo Sikoa stepped into his business and is destroying this U.S. Championship match. And Braun Strowman.
Me? You? Well, if you next week
The woman who is the #1 contender to Tisha. Now it's Michin's opportunity to try and do a number. Tiffany Stratton's WWE Women's Championship there.
That was 2 weeks ago tonight.
Whoa, wait up.
What?
Of course, will collide at WrestleMania 41.
That's right. In the world is Naomi doing?
Well, this is several weeks, and this, you have to think, is essentially a very different Naomi we've seen over the past. A proxy attack. Naomi Cargill, the Storm, who has been the main point me attacking the friends of Jade Cargill, of attack for Naomi of late.
Yeah, we just saw support to Jade Cargill, and this is how Naomi moments ago, B-Fab and Michin giving reacts.
Careful who you're friends with in this game, because making an enemy of somebody else. Because making friends with one person is
right hands time and again. Oh, and she's just smashed her down as Naomi.
An absolutely unhinged version.
Pushing her into our announce desk.
This is
now beating her.
Naomi, God is the nice girl, but wait.
Now look at who's coming running down. Here comes. Just choking those Jade Cargill.
Looking like Uma Thurman from, not surprisingly, Kill Bill. And she's here for revenge. Naomi moving as fast as she has in her entire bad way here.
Boy, is she ever. B-Fab
life to get away from Jade Cargill. And B-Fab
is struggling to steady herself on her feet. Side to support her. And keep in mind, as officials have come down, as Jade is by her, this is before Michin has to face Charlotte.
Continue, the referee having a very close look at Michin.
Flair.
I don't know if Michin is in any condition to continue in the ring, and Charlotte apparently is going to win.
As Jade Cargill looks to support B.
There's no time in getting out here.
Fab. Charlotte is now met. Jade Cargill is slowly now staring her, making her way down that entry ramp. Down. Oh, those little size up moments.
Ladies, your plates are already full right
now. Hands.
Wow. We're going to come back for that one.
Did that ever punch with head?
And her enemy, Charlotte Flair, opponent from the Queen's.
Charlotte Flair off in the recovery from injury and becoming and her return to action after the time. The only superstar to win the women's
gliding down to the ring. Looking
Royal Rumble twice.
Like sheer royalty. No woman who has reigned supreme in this industry. City on earth more fitting for this for the past 10 years and may well climb back time in Las Vegas. At WrestleMania to the very top in a little over 3 weeks. Mania 41.
The WWE Women's Champ Tiffany Stratton will defend against championship, will be contested there as Charlotte Flair.
Listen right now, I heard this referee. We know Michin is going to say, hell yeah, even in what he was saying to Michin, are you okay? Can you continue? She can barely stand up. But waiting against Charlotte Flair, when you're nowhere even. What a tall task this is. The best of times can pick near 100%.
Charlotte's going to try to make it a quick one. As we'll take a short break from here in London and take advantage of Michin. What a tough spot for Michin as she was brutally attacking support to Jade Cargill and then to attack by Naomi, as was B-Fab after. Think you're clearly not at 100%, Wade. You have
not at all from me
to take on the challenge of Charlotte Flair.
I mean, this just isn't such a fierce competitor. She does not have a reverse. Here. But some matches you simply cannot win. And at least is giving it a very game try. As she tries, Get a little momentum against Charlotte Flair. Nice to shake off the cobwebs. But they're in. Just wasn't enough left in the tank to rise the problem. Just when Michin got the upper hand to really capitalize, and moving incredibly gingerly around the ring is Michin, with Charlotte back on top.
Charlotte Flair was out of that 8th of 2023 up until that action for some time. From December, an incredible return at the Royal Rumble and Indy night.
Well, Charlotte Flair threw out her
Indianapolis in front of 76,000. That
entire career has never seen, regardless of how it's come about, an advantage that she hasn't seized. Just scrambling for survival. Right now, Michin is, thus far, it's proving highly successful.
Joe and Wade with you from here in London, in the midst of seeing Michin and Charlotte Flair. But as Naomi came into action, attacked Michin, but happened just before this match that has greatly impacted things. As Naomi, Fab, Jade Cargill came in to try to save the day, and they're trying to take advantage against Michin. There was that moment where Jade and Charlotte were face to face, and now Charlotte who's looking to rally back here against Charlotte Flair. Up.
Well, it is astounding that Michin is even out here competing.
Hooks the leg, and Charlotte able to get that right shoulder.
At this point, let alone having the upper hand, and Charlotte Flair, but with that, to the beatdown she's already received from both Naomi and final flurry perhaps from Michin. It could be.
Charlotte Flair at her very best. She has looked since
good night.
And able to counter the defeat into the suplex. Sensational since returning to action at
women's locker room, but wow, her clock just got
Royal Rumble.
Flair has been so dismissive of the entire, cleaned by the right boot of Michin, who is
Michin was eliminated by Charlotte Flair.
Wobbling all over the place and needs to capitalize.
Royal Rumble. This is her second appearance since the fight for the women's U.S. title against Chelsea Green. Saw her in that incredible streaking. And now Charlotte Flair just
disrespectful as you can be, and who can blame Charlotte?
Stepping over Michin.
Dismissive, but she has the best resume we have ever seen in the women's. Michin trying her best to do something about it.
And look at this
division, but perhaps a little too aloof.
Strength of Michin against the 14-time world champion.
It would be if Michin can pull this off, this power bomb. What a shocker. Seemingly, as Michin was clinging. Michin, who's made no bones of the fact that she won for survival in this match, back on top. Wants gold. She's had several opportunities at Chelsea Green's here, would surely put her right back in that conversation. United States Championship, but a victory.
Has been meeting up with Chelsea Green or those in her secret first non-Rumble match on SmackDown against somebody other than that Purvis for some time now. In fact, this is Michin's first. As Charlotte Flair able to kick out
the best of times, especially in WrestleMania. You're simply not supposed to beat Charlotte Flair at any season.
Got to go back to December 13th, the first time associated with Chelsea. And now she's putting forth a good shot. She has more than those we mentioned. Showing Flair, who's looking to break free, and she chops. So with that big elbow. And now the signature.
Flair showing those extra gears that she... Oh, wait a second. This is just Charlotte.
How about this from Michin?
too disrespectful against such a talent. Well, Charlotte has simply been too dismissive and tough competitor as Michin. Cannonball in the corner and
comes barreling in.
Here we go, Joe.
Eat the feet.
Denied.
No, denied again by looking for another opportunity to deliver it.
Connect.
Charlotte. Michin.
Did.
Could she pull it off? A toe on that rope. The just disbelief of Michin.
Well, Michin knows how close, but those unmatched injuries, she just came to pulling out an absolute mirror. Stinks of Charlotte Flair comes to the fore once again.
Doesn't it?
The reason this woman has won so many.
All that experience, Wade. It pays off.
Championships are moving out the way at the critical moment.
I mean, did you hear that thud against the steel? And now she...
Perhaps now a broken toe for Michin.
Goes and works on the lower leg.
Well, it was on that boot.
Oh, and she's really...
Either the steel or the jaw of Charlotte Flair that was getting...
Driving in, just slamming that knee. Oh, and she's arcing. Figure 8 leg lock is in. He's going for it. Locking it in. And now in. And this is over.
Here is your winner by submission, Charlotte.
Charlotte, as Jackie is
Flair.
So momentum for Charlotte's WrestleMania opponent, Tiffany
Yeah, Tess, thank you so much. A confident-looking
Stratton. Coming out and heaping praise and respect. Randy Orton earlier tonight on Cody Rhodes telling him how proud he is that he has history in sight as well when you sit there and it is of him. But reminding everybody that he talks about John Cena looking to break the record. I mean, he says, here I am, my odometer to go for history. I am with 14. Hold on a second. I still got miles on.
Of one another, both men 6'5", weighing into physical specimens. Absolutely the mat 280, 270, somewhere in that region. For men that size, Red as low body fat as is humanly possible to step in with their physical match, but they've got it tonight.
They have gone one-on-one. This is the first time since Wade 9 times. Says, how does that feel? How does the back feel? Remember face-to-face with Randy Orton of saying, where he brought that up earlier tonight when he was, there are doubts, and he knows, yeah, you look at the, says, I bet you're doubting that back at times, and he will physical presence on the outside, but he target that. But as I was saying, 9 times they've met. First time, 4 times McIntyre and Randy Orton have since 2021. You bring up the championship history, met for the WWE Championship.
Drew's getting a little too cocky. And confident. UK burst, surely regretting that now. But this crowd has gone to the head of Drew McIntyre, and he
just sends him right into that post. Oh, as Orton.
I don't know the thinking of these two guys. They want to stay raised, carrying of an injury this close, sharp ahead of WrestleMania, but the risk, they're both close to the showcase of the event. This is getting really ugly.
Because looks like they're taking care of some business
already.
Hope you moved your cell phone, Wade. Since right here on our announce desk.
McIntyre looking to turn the hell out of there as quickly as he can. Oh, dear.
Oh, the Viper able to count.
The back of Randy Orton, it seems. Randy Orton getting
her. And on that
reinforced desk thudding down on the lower back of Drew McIntyre.
Chanting one more time, and Randy's got that look in his eye. Good grief, they were chanting for
Now the Viper looks like he's on the attack.
McIntyre a minute ago. Make your minds up, guys.
And now, yeah, why not one more time? European uppercut from Randy Orton, and he says to the crowd, as you can see, writhe. This London crowd, thing in pain, is the Scottish Warrior. Is chanting one more time.
I feel like they got a smart move by McIntyre. Thumb to the eye, ref gonna keep chanting that. That's the problem. McIntyre needs to do three unsighted. And that, Randy Orton, is why you do not.
He slams Orton's head right into that steel post.
Listen to the crowd. Table has really turned in this one with McIntyre focusing. Now that on that spine of Orton that has to have multiple surgeries in the past.
From the actions earlier tonight, a match that came about when they met face to face, each man feeling as though theirs a WrestleMania championship match should be. Cody Rhodes was addressing the crowd. Both came
clearly, regardless of what happens between Cody
out to address their own personal situations and thoughts.
Rhodes and John Cena at WrestleMania, both of the aftermath, demanding that they get these two men are going to be knocking on some doors. First dibs on whoever is the champ coming.
Oh, and what a way to turn it around.
Out of WrestleMania 41. Oh, McIntyre getting a taste of his own medicine. Poked to the eye for good measure. It's 1-1 in that department.
Big right hand from the Viper. Look at this. Arena in London. Friday nights here in London as the European tour has been in SmackDown, and then Monday Night Raw will also be incredible success. Just 22 days away now from WrestleMania. He told Cody Rhodes that he wants to go for history himself. He's sitting on 14 and 41 in Vegas. Earlier tonight, Randy Orton titles right now. Drew McIntyre came out, interrupted the entire. What's mine is a shot at a WWE championship. And right now, scene said, I don't care about chasing records. I want what's mine. Now these two men have locked up. A match that came out of
technically astute, but this has just been a
nowhere blossomed into this.
Both men highly slugfest from the off. Man downstairs thanks to Randy Orton, but it's still managed to get McIntyre crashing multiple times into our but no, right off the Viper. And how many Randy Orton?
That snap slam, and he's got
it. How many times have we seen this bounce back ability from
that look, that flex, that
intense and driven as ever thanks to the as in recent antics of KO, but McIntyre
the Orton a week ago.
He just had too much left.
Kevin Owens to approach ring DDT. Randy has said that took on the challenge. The match at WrestleMania will be coming our way in just over. After that attack by Owens months ago, he hears those voices For 3 weeks of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, but the Viper. And you know exactly what he wants right now. This crowd is loving everything about Deliver here for London. Interrupts it.
Well, Viper just...
Oh, Kevin Owens
has that sixth sense and spots the man.
And off the distraction comes the Claymore. Up.
Man, he wants to punt more than anybody.
Oh, brutal Claymore and a win for Drew.
Here is McIntyre.
And you have to think
your winner, Drew.
That Kevin Owens got exactly what he wanted to capitalize. And now, see there, he baited the Viper. Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton is prone and major damage.
And Kevin Owens drags Randy
vulnerable. And Kevin Owens is here to do some
Randy Orton out of the ring and slams him down onto Orton. Now Kevin Owens is on the attack. After a announce desk. After a claim.
All the damage Kevin Owens has already done.
Announce desk.
Send this up.
Oh, Randy able to get free. Oh, he's not. No, he's not thinking pile driver on the three.
Well, that would have been career over for Randy Orton.
Kevin Owens, his simple
had KO managed to pull that off.
Appearance caused a distraction, cost Randy Orton the match.
Oh, God.
He's looking to punt him. And now these two, these fierce rivals, lining up to punt Wade. Oh, and Jules and security.
And scurrying.
Just getting over the barrier and then contained by official.
Away for his life is Kevin Owens once again. It's Randy Orton. About as frustrated as can be.
What a scene here in London.
And the only thing that is going to soothe Randy Orton is
the Viper standing tall in the end.
Connecting his boot to the skull of Kevin Owens.
Cannot wait for that in Vegas.
And it may well happen at WrestleMania.
But up next, heat up with The Miz. It's up.
And anyone, however, tonight it may have been a major F now, and anyone who steps to Gunther and slaps him because Big Jim just ain't playing games right. Like we saw Big Jim do on Monday, is clearly fearless, and right now The Miz might be in a lot of trouble here. Either got a screw loose in their head or is just utterly... And I would make the argument that both of these two...
Presented by Men's Warehouse. Love the way you look.
Man, perhaps the most disrespected... A legion of superstars take a pot shot at big superstars in WWE right now. And clearly we've heard Jim and unfavorably compare him to Jey Uso. Unfavorably compared to Jey Uso after the 12 months he's had. In all honesty, almost the entire locker room. And then you've got The Miz, who is a two-time Grand Slam. Miz got to do to convince everyone that he is in Slam champion. Never gets respected. What is the back? One of the GOATs.
Big Jim. You heard the harsh words from the big uppercut by Miz earlier tonight, heading Jimmy Uso's way. Era of the career of Jimmy Uso, but it is interesting though to define this. You see with some of the recent actions, he's trying to take control of it.
Twin brother Jay trying to crack that aura and that it's a smart thing to do. He's picking up some of the slack. The mystique of Gunther, the world heavyweight champion that puts the
slap he laid out.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. I'm surprised Gunther fear into almost the entire locker room.
How about that?
That would have broken a weaker
honestly
jaw. But Uso, now The Miz, of course, has curry favor. Hats off to The Miz right now, who's taking the fight to Jimmy with the young and cocky Carmelo Hayes. Apparently the youngster's been left back in the locker room. Watch of late. Mello don't Miz, as they like to call them, and learn.
Saw them in action back on defeating LA Knight and R-Truth on February 21st. Carmelo Hayes and Miz. No, and here Miz went out the side door. And now Jimmy, quick to comes Big Jim. No, he was looking to fly. And Edelman
sends him over the barrier into timekeep. More to come from here in London. With one big right hand. Crowd here in London appreciating the efforts of Jimmy Uso.
Jim has put on a clinic thus far in this matchup. Well, big, regardless of what you think of The Miz, it's already back on the attack. Is the A-lister. That was a major scalp to claim if you can put him away, but all.
He is. And did he need that past the 1 count? The 8 times as he hooks the leg, and Jimmy doesn't let it get time. Tag team champion. Meeting up here with the 2-time WWE champion.
Too much on his plate. He has been competing. Now perhaps it's Jimmy Uso who's just taking against anybody who is tags. Regular tag matches with his twin, looking for a scrap in recent weeks. Doesn't care if it's 6-man Brother Jay, singles competition, Jimmy Uso. The thing has just been saying yes to everything. Have started to go badly wrong for Big Jim.
This crowd, you can see that right on his face, trying to help him get to his feet as he direction of The Miz. The right hands to the midsection.
How crazy is it that The Miz was the WWE champ? And what, 14 years ago now? And yet, does live in Los Angeles, but that looks exactly the same. The man is completely aged to some of the benefits of that California sun.
Great scene here in London. Jimmy Uso and The Miz going at it. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett with you. Still to come tonight, the contracts, Punk and Roman Reigns. Wade, moments ago you were talking about signing for the WrestleMania match between Seth Rollins, CM out. This version of Jimmy Uso and the activity of take match already of 2025. That is the on every challenge. This is his 13th most in the WWE this year.
He's taken on all comers. The Miz for the past 5 minutes has turned this one around, and hats off to him after taking a vicious beating from.
And now lining him up.
Cannot write The Miz off, though. There's a reason why he's a multiple time.
And delivering the right hand.
Grand Slam champ, one of the best resumes of his generation.
You're seeing an example of that right here.
Love him or loathe him, The Miz is damn good. And the truth is, The Miz will never stop the posture. When the bell rings, he really is a different breed. The clowning around behind the scenes, but in the ring.
Jimmy, smart to drop out of it.
The tights from The Miz wasn't quite enough.
Rolling back is The Miz. But is this? Hooks the leg for the win. And that left shoulder gets Jimmy Uso. You see the results tonight. Profits against the UK's Pretty Deadly here on Tag Team Championship, defended by the Street Home Turf. The Secret Purvis came up. And then Jacob Fatu with a win here in London as well. Interrupting the action in the U.S. Championship match between angry and dangerous. We've seen Fatu, LA Knight, and Braun Strowman as heated. And Charlotte Flair was able to defeat Meat Chin. Figure 8 put that to end. And then Kevin Owens came in as Meat Chin gave everything she could, but out as a distraction to Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre hit the Claymore and came up with the win against the Viper. And Jimmy just at the last.
And these two have really been dropping the heavy artillery.
Second.
A split second away from victory for The Miz. For the past 60 seconds or so, The Miz coming that Rolodex in his head. How do I get off the better out of the two? Now spinning finish off one half of the greatest tag team in history.
Well, this helps. Oh, super kick!
The Miz got his angle totally wrong. And Big Jim's gonna... Just a complete miscalculation there from capitalize.
Uso splash! Hooks the leg!
Here is your winner!
And the win!
Jimmy Uso!
Here, take this one.
From the O2. Hey, yo, Gunther, I'm coming after you. Microphone check. Hey, yo, show your ass on Monday. You will no longer be Ring General. Big deal.
You will be private.
You will be private, Gunther, and you will salute.
Gunther, he says. Yeah. That'll happen right here in London. He slapped him a week ago. Now he gets him in this ring right in. Big Jim against the Ring General in front of us.
Big Jim talking at Ring General this Monday, right here at the big game. I cannot wait for that clash against the O2 Arena in London.
This crowd is loving it. Jimmy Uso, the win over The Miz.
I'll tell you what, mate. Last bit of the show is going to be awesome. Best part, Big McIntyre beats Randy Orton. Go check it out. You and I are going to get mad with it, Big Jim. Here we Jackie, you got some...
Excuse me,
true. Here we
True. Yes, I know you're on your way out, but I wanted to say congratulations. Get your thoughts on said victory and what on your victory tonight over Randy Orton. I was hoping that I could happen tonight and
I got it from here, Jackie. Don't worry. Nobody screws Drew McIntyre over. When nobody gets involved, you see what happened? I don't care about other people's business. When involved with my business, I win. A defeat, not even showing. Doesn't have the balls. So beat Randy Orton. I called out Damian Priest last week. Well, I'm going to go out in the town. Luke's going to beat me. Everybody's in. Good night, everybody.
And his favorite singer.
Invited, get mad with Drew and Louis Capaldi.
That's been the rule between these two.
Priest was waiting on the other side.
Over the past several weeks. Damian Priest getting the jump here on McIntyre.
All right, Priest. Yeah.
Well, no security going anywhere near these two.
Fast one. Yeah, try to stop the punch me. Yeah, that's what the game
Relax, I'm done. I'm done for now. Relax. Any jokes? Any more jokes? Peace, jackass. No, right? Shut up! Rest in peace.
The amount of shattered glass, the impact of that south. The heaven, the.
Before you in the famous O2 Arena in London. Now, you all know why I'm here. You know why additional security are here tonight. Why this table is here. You know we're here to sign a contract. Biggest triple threat match in the history of WrestleMania. A contract for a triple threat match for the big Seth Rollins versus versus CM Punk. This is Roman Reigns.
Pen to paper for Mania, a week after Fist to Flesh with Punk Reigns, Rollins, and Roman.
acknowledge me. Just beautiful. The way you sing to your tribal chief, it's just it's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the OTC. For you, baby. The OTC, the biggest star on the planet. He came here for two reasons. One, to be acknowledged, and two, well, number two was to sign this contract. Looks like we checked those boxes. And that means my obligation.
You all do got some beautiful singing voices. It's the truth. Man, this is our building. We got a lot of hits. Roman, I don't know why you're in such a hurry to leave. History here. 12 years in a helicopter. We can't go. We landed on the roof of this place and down those stairs right here. Ready to Undertaker through that there table. We were ready to burn down the old guard. We put the remake this company in our... don't get me wrong. A lot has happened in the past 12 image. 12 years, we fought against each other. We fought a whole lot of hate. But I dare say, London, with each other, there's been a little bit of love, a whole... I dare say we accomplished our mission. Accomplished our mission. We accomplished this.
We.
And you are.
You keep saying we. Our mission. Time ago. We died alone. It's only been me. You've been here. I've made this place what it is today. Here. But I've done all the work. I took us to the level of this place better than we found it. I'm the one that made us this full that we are here today. I made this desirable to Netflix. I'm the one that took us into billions.
Tell you what I've done. You
dollar deals. Tell me what you've done, huh? What have you done?
I'll do. It's that mindset that keeps me having to. And your biggest mistake, screw you. You understand that? It's not understanding the danger that's right in snake in the world. CM Punk into the guard in front of us. The danger that's right in front of you. You let the bigot. And you, War Games. But instead you shook his head. You could have cut his head off at hand. You could have let me finish him inside. Now I am left to do what I always do. Inside the cage at the Garden, but you didn't. And now you clean up your mess again.
I have come here to chew bubble gum and sign a contract.
and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Well, you need a highlighter? What are you doing? You thumbing through this thing? Go to page. Hey, page 4, clause 5. This is TV Today, Junior. Let's go. Wise man, please just smarten him up already, man.
And it's in there. I know what you're looking for. The show at WrestleMania. You're closing. Live your dream of all dreams. You get to CM Punk. You main eventer. You are a WrestleMania.
Saber check. You know what I'm saying? One man's dream is another man's fate.
No, no, no. This is not something the left deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. Back. No. Wipe those tears out of your eyes. You don't. Main eventing WrestleMania. No. It's sacred. It's the most important thing in the world to me than anything except the fact that it means more to me than anything. More, you never main event WrestleMania. He doesn't deserve it, and this is your fault, and this is your fault.
Thank you. London. Thank you, London. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you, Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you to the WWE Universe who stood by me and chanted. Thank you, as corny as it sounds, to the WWE did my name for 10 long years. Thank you.
No. You. There's only one person you should be. Because of me, you're in the main event. Thank you. You should be thanking your tribal chief. So please take this moment. Let's close this now. Do it right, the right way. Show with a big thank you and an acknowledgement to your tribal chief. Go ahead.
Thank you. Of the Ulafala, the head of the table, my tribal chief, the holder, the big dog, for allowing a kid from Chicago to be. Thank you for graced by your presence. Thank you, my tribe. Thank you so much. Thank you, Roman Reigns, tribal chief, for allowing me to stand in your ring, and so very much, but because of you, I will, of WrestleMania, see you in the main event. Thank you. But that's not the favor that I'm owed.
Mày đấm mày đợi anh mày không cái lúc anh đang cùng mày đấm là anh đau bụng. Chuẩn bị sẵn sàng chưa? Sẵn sàng đây. Em cũng khó thở biết đấy. Vào.